Hey GP learners, so Andy and I are ready for day 2 of the Rcgp conference. Yesterday we finished off a great day and we're just getting ready for Wes Streeting to join us at the conference and give his inaugural speech as Health Secretary to the Rcgp conference. Are you looking forward to this, Andy?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. It was sort of alluded to yesterday in Camilla's speech, and I'm looking out for sort of what the alignment with what Camilla was saying yesterday is. I think that'll give us a good indication as to how closely the college is talking to Wes and the Department of Health and kind of how aligned they are in terms of how they see the solutions for the future.
Definitely. And we've got a little surprise coming for you towards the end of this video, so stick around. But just before we get to that, we're just going to quickly recap what we did see yesterday, which was an interesting day, wasn't it, Andy?
It was. I have some notes.
So I guess we started off with the plenary. We had speeches from both our president, Richard Vautry, as well as our chair, Camilla Hawthorne. The big one was the stat she gave.
There was. So in Camilla's speech, what particularly stuck with me was 1 million contacts with general practice a day. We've heard that stat before, but really emphasising that cradle to the grave care, really with patients at every stage of their life. We hear similar things at conference every year, but it's good to hear them again. Encouraged by the government's commitment to general practice. So this is where I'm on the lookout to see if there's alignment between the messaging and to see if she generally is encouraged or if that was an invitation to work with rather than working with the college.
We shall see.
Anything else, Danny, from her speech?
Well, I guess the key stat was this one about the fact that there are 13 GPs applying for every job currently, according to the research that the Rcgp and others have done currently, and that is a shocking statistic given the fact that many patients are struggling to see general practitioners, and actually we have a massive employment crisis, and that stat itself emphasises that so significantly.
Yeah, there's a bit of a gasp in the room and a bit of reaction on Twitter to that, and also really emphasising that difficult situation for GPs. Is the situation sustainable? 40% of GPs planning to leave the profession in the last 5 years, at least those responding to that survey. So a bit of a bleak picture, although actually I'm generally picking up positive vibes at conference.
And I guess an optimistic look at the GP&R scheme. I know you and I have analysed that and felt it's a little bit harder to use, and I'll be interested to see whether or not Wes Streeting mentions that and how he portrays that scheme at the conference, because actually we think it's really hard to make functional in the 6 months that we've got, but we shall see.
We'll see. And I actually quite enjoyed the talk from Kevin Fenton from Public Health England. I thought that was really interesting, and he was really emphasising the changing demographics, the new challenges that we're seeing, the impact of health inequalities, and it's just really it's good to know that the college has their eye on those problems, and that's where they're focusing us and perhaps guiding government a little bit as well.
I guess the other part of the conference is obviously the sessions that happen. So you and I are presenting later this afternoon. However, yesterday we had some amazing ones. Big shout out to our GP5T colleague Tara and Naveen, who had an amazing session. Standing room, there was none. There was over 300 people in a room that I'm pretty sure is not designed to have 300 people.
I wasn't there, so
no. But other great sessions throughout the day. So I went to one about how to have safer healthcare, staff care, in healthcare, which was rather interesting, as well as a session on safeguarding and some updates on terms of how that's going to be looking at. And then there was the ending plenary, which I must admit I skimped out on because I was a bit burnt out.
I missed that as well.
Yeah, but the online stuff.
I went to a really good talk by Helen Stokes-Lampard, former chair of the college. She led a social prescribing talk. I think there was going to be a social prescriber with her, but she kind of did it alone, and she did a sterling job. Really just, my main key take home from that was just how important social prescribers and some of those other RSROs like healthcare, like health and wellbeing coaches can be in tackling health inequalities and really spending that time with patients to engage them with healthcare that they need, that perhaps patients in other more affluent areas need less. So that was my take-home message from that, and how kind of key that role can be.
And in addition to that, also we've had some amazing opportunities to network with people, caught up with some friends. That's one of the great things about conference, you get to meet GPs. They did mention this is their record-breaking conference. They've had the most sign-ups for this particular one they've ever had. 2,410
delegates. I jotted that down, Gandhi. I think I've got that figure right.
Wow, that's amazing figures. And we will see what happens today, because obviously you can attend 1 day or 2 days, and how many people turn up for Wes Streeting's talk later today. If you are at the conference, definitely come and join myself and Andy at our session, which is session 7.2. I want to say breaking barriers, building bridges, patient engagement, it's around 150.
And
And
you
this,
don't sound too sure of the title, Gandhi. That doesn't bode well.
I always get it the wrong way around, whether it's building bridges or
about
breaking
engagement,
barriers.
isn't it?
Yeah,
It should be
basically.
a good session.
But the other reason to come to that, so the other thing that we are doing during West Streeting speech is we're going to do West Streeting bingo. That's right. So if you want to join us for West Streeting bingo, then simply click on the link that's going to be down below this video. It'll be bit.ly something streeting, something like that. And as a result of that, you can play along with us. Simply, you just need to tick off the box. I think you should need to get all of them. Andy says a line will do.
I think you've got a line, that's fine. You know, that's the bingo rules, right? So, but just to engage, we're trying to drive a little bit of engagement with Wes's talk, and also have some fun anticipating some of the content and the buzzwords. So
Absolutely. So we will see how many of those buzzwords he gives. If you think you've got a full house, then absolutely come to our session later on this afternoon. I've got a prize for the first person that comes to me with a proven full house. So let's see what happens.
And if no one gets a full house, then the line will get you the prize, I think.
We'll see. I'm going for a full house, but yeah, we will find out. And absolutely, we hope you have a great conference. We will probably cover the end of the speech as soon as it's done, so we may see you later on the channel, so make sure you subscribe, like this video, share it. We will catch you in the next episode, probably in an hour or so.
Bye-bye.